Alright folks, we are back with some War of Rights, third person, eye in the sky, whatever it is. We are on the South Woodlot. That's exactly what I was going to say. No, we're looking at the drill camp skirmishes, and they're all pretty good. We have some more names that I'm familiar with, so they're not all pictured here, but Daz is here, I know him. Arthur, I know him. Jumanji, I know him. Yeah, okay. So yeah, almost half these names I know. Was there artillery? I was not paying attention. It's my
the first Johnny
artillery bias. No. Anyways, it's a Union defending map. We're with the Union right now. The CSA, they've been on a roll, but then again, they got to attack on the last two maps, and so that's possibly why the one. But I think they defended on the third one before it, and I think they just barely won that one, although I don't know, I was doing my check, so I had no idea if any of it worked. But the CSA last time, they tended to push together, or at least work together. If they weren't always working with one another. It looked like somehow the CSA lost a flag back there. I'm not sure what happened. I'm pretty sure this is the Towering Trunks Contention / Conquest map. PSA, Conquest is the best game mode, but we'll do Skirmish because the devs are testing a 500-man server. There are 300 and almost 40 here at the beginning. Last round, we got up to almost 370 when I decided to take a look. And so I'm very pleased to do that. I like casting this when we have a lot of people on. I don't really enjoy doing this when it's like 200 people or 125 or anything like that. So that's my bias, and that's why I'm happy to be back. This is another heavily wooded map though, and so I make no promises about what the end result is going to look like when it gets uploaded. These heavily forested maps, these are generally ones I also don't cast because it's just like, how do you see? But, you know, we'll give it a whirl here and see how things go. So far the CSA, 3 out of the 4 seem to be moving together here. Yeah, well, Dysentery got them, but the Union seems well prepared to meet the 3 that are coming against them and having one hold back against, I guess, the other CSA group that held back. Now we see the CSA starting to creep up. Get this out of here. We don't want to see this. CSA is taking aim already. Not sure that got any hits, but
are we all gonna die?
let's really turn this rain off, man.
Right here, boys!
Get up! Get up! Charge! The point of contention is not. It's way over there. Or maybe it's just over at this point. Look at a Union flag there. Just like in the real Civil War, a lot of this combat's at close range. 100 yards, something. The undulations in the terrain, limits of human eyesight, all that other things. Though we do have the ballistics update. I don't know if this is the map where the scope rifles, the few that exist are out. Here we are. And, yeah, I can tell you what hurt the Union defending in the last game. It was that they were taking 50-50 casualties. They had a few more out-of-lines and skirmishing deaths than CSA. So as defenders, you just can't do that. You gotta force those things onto the attackers. And, you know, a fair amount of that might have been maps, might have been leadership, might have been rank and file. Like, the thing about War of Rights, there are lots of little things that can affect the outcome. On some of those maps, maybe it was artillery. Anyways, that's it. Looks like the CSA has maybe shifted the way of the attack a bit more towards the center, or at least from the CSA's far left. It looked good. And now as my graphics card beats me. Actually, it really doesn't. But
Hold your fire. Friendlies are going up some flank, and we're going to move in a little bit closer. We're moving a little bit closer here. Yeah.
Yeah. Gentlemen, say check when you're ready. We're gonna have to move out of here. Everybody, sprint it forward.
That's
Sprint it down
the
these lines.
Union.
Move it up the sprint forward. Sprint down these lines. Sprint
This is
down
the CSA. They're not that far away, but the undulations in the terrain and the terrain itself make it a bit more difficult. It can be tough with these crest volleys or whatever it is you want to call them. Only because if the defenders know that that's what you're doing, the people who are not moving their feet to reload should always have the advantage over those who have to reload. Because it should be quicker to take aim and fire than to run, stop, take aim and fire. Huh. Huh. So there's some... Oh, okay, it's not a lot, it's just some. CSA who got cut off and are just hanging out.
Let's let the smoke clear just a little. Let's stop shooting.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Right, but CSA is
Yeah,
keeping
right?
their line more or less.
Steady!
Let's just look at it. That's cool, right? I don't know what I can see through there. Looks like they're shooting... Right, there's this hill here, and so... Unless they've accounted for it... Oh, they're shooting back there? Well, apparently it worked. I mean, you look at how the tickets have changed. The Union did not like how that ticket trade was going. But the Union, to their credit, also, they're only halfway through battle ready with 36 minutes. And so it probably depends on, you know, whether they're able to stay out of taking losses. Or, I'm sorry, engaged by 27 minutes. That's my marker. So this CSA group has pulled up. Is that true? Yeah, okay, this is CSA 2. I thought maybe there was a... Wow, the Union pulled back together, and they pulled back deep here.
Lead, guys, pull back more. Pull back more.
And you got 3 Union groups. Is that 3 Union? I assume that's a Union group.
They were all shooting.
But my guess is the Union would like to make use of this death laid rocks and shrubs to deal with what's coming at them. Over here on the far, this is the far Union left. What do we have? We have very dank flanks. And I do not see any CSA until they get over to there. Huh. Huh. This is Union as well, so it looks like, well, when those two Union... I mean, if the CSA knew what I knew, right, they would probably full court press the 2 Union groups that are up and isolated. Because it's that group that they're pulling back, and it's that group. The only other thing I wonder is if the Union is deciding already to make it an early cap. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened here. It looks like a Union dude, and just right, man. So yeah, I wonder if this is the Union burning time off the clock and daring the CSA to come up and cap early.
But I don't want to go for points, so I actually go here.
And using the limited sightlines on this map. Kind of force the CSA either to burn time apprehensively moving up to only find out that they have to cap early. And Union pulled way back though. Does the CSA bite the bullet? Stay tuned. That is a Union group that is caught out. And it looks like Laska is trying to cut them off. Alright, they've already started pulling back rather than get outflanked. This is, I know if you're watching at home, this may not feel like the most interesting thing. This is actually well done by the Union. They're using the time thing. They're using the clock against the attackers. They've taken a ticket disadvantage. CSA seems loath to accept that they need to cap early, but they probably do, because the Union is now full pulled. Well, yeah, okay. So that's 1, that's 2. Huh? What is going on here? Again, I don't know this map, so there's no Union artillery on this map.
Whenever you see
Hey,
somebody with a revolver in their hand, or it might be cavalry, or
This is odd, man. All right, so I guess this was the CSA running
My
up.
screen's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, running up
Are they-
and running over that one Union group. So they'll push up as far as they can. I don't know if they can shoot the
Get on this
Union
line
in
right here, get on this line, get
that
on this
field.
line, get on this line. Okay, those are literally Yankees. Everybody.
It's true, they're not figurative Yankees. Now here. How close is Arthur's support? That's Arthur. It's close. It's close. At least, yeah, the others aren't that far off. Yeah, okay. CSA is still sticking together. Got another group back here. And I guess they're just daring the CSA to come up. I don't know where the batteries are here. This doesn't make sense from the CSA. Unless you're certain you can force the Union to fight and not run away, you just got to do the thing, man. Getting them down to engaged with this high in the tickets, with this much time left, doesn't feel worth it. I think you're going to burn more time off the black timer trying to do this. But what do I know? From the CSA's perspective, I mean, how much do you plan to hit when this is what you see?
Oh, we're out of balance. Get over
Alright,
here.
so we know at least where one boundary is.
Keep firing.
I mean, we'll look at the ticket churn, but I think it's going to be
They've been backing up so that we. What we're gonna do? We're gonna move up to the out of bounds. We're gonna fall back to right here, this spot. So let's move up, guys. Everybody, move up. Move up.
You
move
can-
up,
you can
move
do
up,
that.
Move up. Move up.
But the amount of time it takes,
Come
you're
here,
going to
this
end
way,
up
to the
probably
left. You're off to
shooting
the left side.
close
Right here, guys. On this line.
to
On this line. On this line. On
what,
this line.
3 volleys
Company,
every 2
take
minutes.
aim, take aim, gentlemen, take
Union's
aim.
going to be dying in formation.
Good, you can see him right there.
It's get a lot of those shots going high. You ain't gonna chew through their tickets fast enough. This group is getting cut up though.
Shoot south, boys.
But again, it's probably a lot of information stuff. I think also, in just doing a quick glance at the levels, I'll go over and take a look at the CSA, but it looks like there's a lot more new players than we need. A lot more single digits. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. like many other things, I'll say there's a lot on both sides. I think it's 50. I think the game's 50% off. So I think hopefully those new players stay. This is a big old Union
Brian,
thrust.
don't stop. Form it up on line. Hold here. Form it up.
Yeah, they're in the shade. They go a little bit of
Right-click
cover.
once. That means you can have your rifle at the ready when you are shouldered arms. You have it now. Rifle's at the ready. Stand by.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Holy shit, guys.
Alright, well, we'll see how it goes. I should sit on the Union and try that pop volley. You know, the last thing the Union needs to do is probably go loose formation and kneel, and good luck hitting anything. Or at least loose formation.
Move up.
Yeah, that's worth it. Go out of line to kill somebody in formation, or just go out of line to die. Just give away attack. CSA has an edge, as they should. They're well concealed. They're the attackers here. But the time game, that black timer is a much bigger enemy right now. And notably, as the ticket difference gets larger, the defender's incentive to play cap recap increases because there's more tickets to get back, and because they know that the black timer is against you as the attacker. They see it as a more fruitful strategy, and so then you're going to give up that. Actually, having this many tickets harms you as the attacker if you have to play cap recap and give those back.
Keep firing, boys. Keep firing.
For sure.
It's at your own accord.
I
You're
think
just gonna move
Arthur's there, and I think Jumanji was on the far. Yeah, he is. He's now actually, I think, outflanked Dawson's a little bit. Yeah.
The Union so much.
They've got a bit of an angle, but the Union can just sit here and pop, and
Aim for silhouettes, aim for the smoke
It's cool.
plumes. That's gonna be
so
the
normally
best
this is the point where I'd say, all right, so the attackers are advantage. If you can get the Union, you can get the defenders to engage before 27 minutes. So I think that's gone fairly well for them. But at 36 minutes, they were halfway through battle ready. All right, so you know what? Mathematically, this might work out. I think it's going to be real close.
Well,
And I wonder how much further back the Union can pull. I mean, if Spawn was there and they can pull back to Spawn,
no man should be kneeling in
I don't think the
formation.
CSA
That cost us 3
has-
tickets to our morale stage overall, as opposed
Yeah.
to just 1 while standing in formation. And you cost 5 if you add a line.
I can't tell if the CSA is kind of gradually falling back or what.
boys. Everybody about face. Everybody turn around. Turn around and pull back, boys. Turn around and pull back.
All right.
Pull back. Pull back.
So they're doing the thing. Arthur's seen it first. And if this group is... Oh, this is blue. Alright. Makes more sense. Huh. And so the CSA has decided
Yep, we're all like 200 yards.
they're now going to do it. I mean, it does eliminate some of the time the Union has to recap the point, but again, they have to recap the point, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's the fun thing about it.
Have the
Being up
double
here.
quick. Let's move.
Looks like the Union's going to move on their right, CSA's left. Wait.
Gentlemen.
Oh my goodness. Guys.
Everybody aim.
Oh, okay, you did capture.
Fire.
What is going on here? So we have 2 CSA groups here. Huh. One over there, and is this like the tripwire group up here? Or is this the CSA group? This is CSA, I think. Yeah, it is. They're up pretty far. They're okay because the Union has generally moved to the other side of the map.
Why do you hate me, bro?
I don't know what they're shooting at, but maybe some Rambos. In which case, that's profitable shooting. The downside is, are they close enough to help here if the 4 Union companies come crashing into 3 CSA ones? And it looks like this one group.
Copy. Get
Well,
ready,
we'll see
guys. Get ready.
how they go. Ah,
Oh my God, that's a lot of them.
that is
Hold on.
that
I
is
don't think they
exactly.
see us. Hold on. Forward with me, quick. Forward.
Well, did that draw another CSA? Yeah, drew it. No. This CSA group's going in. Ooh, okay.
Fire. Give them the fucking ball. Full range.
So I guess they have buck and ball. That's good to know. That was weird because it sounded like some people thought the order was charge and the others was to fall back.
Yep, color guard, come back with me.
It looks like the most important people, the leader and the flag, need to pull out, but that kind of disjointed movement might cost the CSA. They've embedded themselves well over here. Whose flags are these?
Stab these
It's
niggas.
Union. And that's other stuff there. So there's a bit of a push here. It's actually a pretty good push by the CSA. I'm surprised they made it in this far. I'm very surprised they made it in this far. Huh. Is that a wipe of the Union?
We haven't even broke great battle ready. That was great.
Yeah. That is a good point. And then we have the Union way back here. Alright, so it looks like we're set up for a bit of a reset. And this is just like a roving band of, I don't know, skirmishers, scouts, things. Well, we'll see if it works. Looks like the Union, well, at least two of the companies are going to go left. Let's see, with the time that's left on the clock, they only got time for about 2 charges. And so, given that the first one worked out catastrophically, and they lost 2 flags, alright, now the others are going in. I wonder what the time is between the front of this group in the back. I think there were a number of CSA stragglers. For the CSA's part, it doesn't really matter if they lose the tickets and die out of line, because they're so far up in tickets. If they did allow the Union to recap, you might as well let them recap with less. It's only a problem if it actually hurts your ability to defend the point and ultimately to hold it. But I think if you're up here dying on a line as the CSA, you take one out. I mean, they're still going to respawn faster than you, but they have further to go, and so you should be loaded back.
We're charging. Charge forward. Charge forward.
Charging. You can go right on in. And all you see is smoke, blood, and some yellow. But yeah, this is the AAA group.
If you die, you're gay. If you die, you're gay.
And the rest of the CSA is a bit far away. I don't know if there was a flag up in that group that just died, or if it was just there to... It looks like there was. So that's a good pick for the Union if they knock that CSA flag down. Now they should put 2 flags in action. I guess against the CSA's 3, but now the CSA knows where the attack is.
Those are our friendlies right there. Yeah. Okay, boys. Charge them. Everybody charge. Everybody charge.
There you go. So Arthur's group is going in. Noah's group is following. That should help a lot. Oh, and then I guess this is... Huh. I missed the CSA group somewhere. Alright. Arthur's group has the momentum. Along with Noah's, they've consolidated. Looks like they're going to wipe another Union flag.
We gotta go to point. Noah, we gotta go to point. Everybody, cancel your reloads. Go to the point of contention. Back to where we were just at. Let's go, everybody.
I don't know if there's any Union there. There's Union here.
Go, push. Push now, keep going.
Yeah, these guys who didn't listen are probably going to get overrun. They're not going to keep the Union from getting their flag back. Again, it doesn't matter, but it just confirms what the CSA knows. But now you're going to die in 1s and 2s and 3s rather than being a solid group that can actually affect the outcome of something. But those 4 flags will get you back in pretty quickly. The Union did get their flags back. Is this one of their groups? Yeah, this group. I mean, it's a CSA group.
Get fire east, that's all mine.
Yeah, you can see that's the Union that they're shooting into. And the sending their charge right up into this CSA firing line.
Raise up!
If that CSA group is going to collapse in the back. No, they're sitting and shooting for now. And it's crunch time for the Union defenders, now attackers. They had some momentum. The CSA group is still electing to stand back and shoot, and they're doing some damage. I wonder if they should come in and just try to crush this attack and at least delay the recap. There's a small CSA group here that I don't think is going to matter. Looks like there's another CSA group counterattacking now, so if this group pushes in... Alright, they're moving to the point. Looks like the CSA is going to try to time this charge to cut this off just short of recapping. The Union is electing to push through. Let's see how it goes.
Keep pushing. Push through the point. Push through the point.
Turn around, about face, turn around, don't chase, about face, about face, turn around, turn around.
Now is this last CSA group going to end up... No, that's the Union. I have no idea what happened to that CSA group that came in the back. My guess is they got outnumbered. Well, that was bad. That was bad, but actually, as good as that was for the Union, it's not over at all for the CSA attackers. Both sides are about to go taking losses with 25 minutes, which, as the attackers, once you get your flags back, it's exactly what you want. And so, yeah, if the CSA only lost one flag in that, as good as that was for the Union, I think the CSA is still favored to win this match. What? Oh, whose flag was this? I don't think it matters if it's the CSA's because they're bound to get it back. These guys here, they're... Well, my goodness, you're killing oblivious people, but that group, they've done their thing. They need to pull back. They need to get out of there. Otherwise, they're just going to bleed tickets. Yeah, it was a good thing.
Mayfield, we're over here. We got a line over here, buddy. This way.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Union had to do the thing, and they did. Now they got to decide what do they want to do now. Do you stand and fight and do another delaying action? That was so bloody in the retake that now the recap doesn't feel as good, right? If you could have won that probably on the first charge, rather than having to have to go through the second, you would end up with a lot more tickets as the defender. But that it became that bloody on the retake, you're in a difficult position. But I think this is an attacker's map because of the amount of cover and concealment that just allows them to get up close. And as I've said probably in all my videos, right? You know, or all these kinds of videos, it allows you to get up close, and then you do the 50-50 thing. And as long as you can do the 50-50 thing as the attackers, that's what you want to do. But that the CSA is not moving quickly out of spawn it's a good thing for the Union. I would normally say at this point, if you're the attackers, you feel good if the defenders are into taking losses with 17-18 minutes left. That's about where you'd want to be. Somebody must have just died on the line to put the attackers down a little bit first, but it looks like the Union is just going to play cap recap again. And as long as like one more Union person doesn't die, it's fine. But if the Union goes, and I think the CSA is absolutely, based on what they did the first time around, I would expect the CSA to try to put the Union into taking losses to cut off the amount of time they have to attack. It would basically give them, unless things have changed, 6-7 minutes, and that's probably 2 charges from spawn. But we will see. I don't know. That CSA is moving deliberatively. Time is still on their side. And the Union has elected. Not even to like... Oh, this actually might be a big deal. If this hit... If that shot... the whiff. But, hey, I've been there. It's every shot I take. So that's why I do this. Yeah. We'll see if enough CSA start congregating near a point that they can cap the thing. They may elect to, but they probably want the Union defenders in taking losses first. And CSA doesn't have to rush it. They can just play it pretty straight, and if this ends up being a bloody recap situation for the Union, then there's probably still a lot of time on the clock. And we saw some Union movement out there, but they are. Hey, if we're now right on the point of contention, the Union is pretty far back, particularly over there, I think, unless this is just weird optics. No, like they're actually far back.
Guys,
And CSA looks like they want to try to wrap the point first. Looks like the CSA has all their flags up, so, or at least none of them are down. Okay, that's what they wanted. Now, if they're gonna play cap recap, this is probably the time to do it. Unless they want to go back to what they were doing before. Wow, I think somebody just sniped Arthur. I think that was his route. Let's see what the CSA's plan is. If they want to go up and fight, I guess they just didn't want to cap. Huh. Alright. The Union is pretty concentrated.
Load and hold fire, gentlemen. Hold your shots. Hold your fire.
What are we up to? 426. We're doing it. South Woodlot. 425 men in here. Still doing it. 40 frames. Alright, so it's suboptimal, but it's a lot of smoke. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of shadows. Let's go on board here. We're with Arthur's group.
Hold up, y'all. On this line right here. Space it out and fire a wheel. Spread it out. Independent fire. Spread it out and independent fire.
Here. Okay, so Alaska, who I think was on the right of the CSA before, is now on the left. Is that Bell? Like I said, it's been 4 months since I so the CSA is not electing cap. I mean, because you can always play cap recap, I guess it's fine. Huh. They're in trees. Oh, this is a big Union push over here, right?
Self.
Where is the point? All right, I was getting closer. I think that this is a pretty sizable hill that if you wanted would offer you definitely on the backside, but the Union is electing to stand in the open.
pull back and use the rocks. Pull back and use the rocks, guys.
Or that. Huh. it's playing the Union's game. Yeah, it feels like it's playing the Union's game. It's not a long range shootout, but it's a low visibility, medium range shootout. All right, the CSA is pushing. I think they want to come in for a melee. I don't think they want these tickets hanging around. And the Union looks like it has got a lot of mud on its boots. This is not going to feel good if the CSA gets this charge. And if Arthur's there, they're going to come in. All right. So they got the word. Will they get out in time? It looks like most of them just got killed. The rest, I would say the great majority are getting killed. So, and they're still not moving the cap. And you can see from the Union's perspective, since they're planning on playing cap recap, this is a game they can play. They're a third of the way through taking losses, and the question is whether they can convince the CSA that they're going to contest the point until too much time has come. And then I guess...
They're charging! Independent fire! Base,
Yeah.
gentlemen! Base!
And I guess if you get the CSA to take that shootout, you burn enough time off the black timer, and then I guess... If you burn so much time off, then you can just fight them straight up as the defenders. Don't lose your flags. And the fact that you're breaking isn't a problem because you'll still have
Let's go, boys. Sprint onto that line.
Oh
Let's
my
line 'em up.
goodness.
Let's line 'em up.
This has got to be, what, a 30-yard volley? Like, you missed...
Line 'em up, boys. Line 'em up. Okay. Flag, you're gonna stay here. Flag, stay here.
That's the right order. Keep that... Oh, but the Union's real pulling back. We'll see if anybody's there. That was the right order. Keep the flag back, send everybody else in so you don't lose the flag this far forward.
Got them on the run.
Yep. But you can see the Union's kind of doing like a bounding defense. But if there's enough attackers coming in, it's not going to matter. Somebody... Oh, these guys are facing the wrong way. This is going to be bloody. And there's not that much in front of them. They need to move left. They need to left face and see that down friendly flag. So this is not what you want as the Union. And now Laska's going to come in, and he's either going to destroy the Union's right, or he's going to delay it enough that Arthur's group can either make it bloody, or they're just going to wipe it. Yeah, this is not what you wanted as the Union. It was a good idea. It was probably the only idea that might have worked, but you had to control range in a limited sight environment better.
We got him, boys. Whee!
Yeah, you did.
All these dead Yanks.
Yeah. I don't know what's over here. We got. This must be a Union spawn. I think Crowdy was a Union, right? Yep. So he is... Okay, yeah, that's the rest of the Union back in spawn. So yeah, defender's about to go breaking.
Come on, go left, go left, go left, go left. Go left, go left. Holy shit, those are all enemies. NFL fire, guys, NFL fire, get your loads, NFL fire. Actually, hold fire, guys, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's go left. Come on. Holy shit! Holy shit, get out of here! Holy shit, get out of here! Holy shit, that's a lot of them! That's a lot of them! About face, get out of here! Yep, get out of here, boy.
Alright, I don't know if this is... Yeah, I think the Union's only play here is to hope to wipe the CSA. I mean, and then just hold. I don't think they don't have enough tickets left to realistically be able to survive through breaking and last stand. I don't think. Usually I'd want to try to have 3 or 4 more minutes. If I was the defender, I wouldn't want to go breaking without 8 or 9 minutes left on the clock. That is now not an option. They go breaking with 12 minutes left on the clock. I assume that most of the flags that are down are the defenders, and that just means you pretty much have to charge. Because if you sit in an extended shootout, and assume the casualties are 50, here's CSAs, they're going to come into that first Union line. I don't know if that's a supported charge. I don't see the support. Maybe it's over the hill. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty thick over there, actually. And so while the Union can put cap weight back, you can see that they're burning tickets and they're that much closer to last stand. So the CSA just needs to keep the pressure up. You can take unfavorable ticket trades now that cap recap is out of the picture. CSA flag, make sure it doesn't get wiped. I don't think it will. It seems like there's enough Union locally that if they wanted to, they would wipe it. Huh. Tickets are closer than I thought, but again, as the CSA, I don't think you need to worry about last stand. The terrain here is generally going to help you get 50-50 casualties. Man, I don't know how much of this is coming through. That is how close they are, though. And whatever that is, maybe 40 yards. Union push down there? Union push, or is that I think that's a Union push into the CSA right. Or the right of this CSA flag. Yeah, that's that CSA flag. Yeah, so the Union will take casualties here. But their hope is that they knock down enough flags, I guess, that it takes pressure off. I don't know if that was a supported Union charge, though. And now you have CSA, a big CSA group under Nova coming in to wipe out. I think that was Dawes's. Yeah, if it had worked, it would have been great. But I think Dawes is unsupported by the groups that are up here. And now they're going to charge in. It's too little too late, because that melee is over, and that's all CSA. You're not helping friends at this point. I'm not sure about that order charge, but I guess if you're losing cap weight, the assumption is you have to. 223 versus 240. So the CSA has a manpower advantage. So even if it was just 50-50, the CSA is going to have, a cap weight advantage. So that can't be sorted out in other ways. Yeah, that just makes it additionally difficult. I mean, granted, a 10-man advantage matters a lot more when you have 150-man servers than 500-man servers and 437 people on. But every little, I think I said in the previous video, yeah, War of Rights is a game of lots of little efficiencies. And that looks like, this is almost what you'll see defenders sometimes do when they're in the last stand and the attackers are near the cap and they just want to push them off the cap. Get those flags out of here, don't let them spawn near the point, make them burn the black timer by running in. And so the Union held. I mean, they knocked down 2 CSA flags. It's full blue on the cap. But I'm so used to looking that way towards, a Union wipe. But it's a CSA wipe this time. Yeah, they're going to have to try to hold.
Get on the fucking line. Get on the line. Get on the line.
For a while here. Yeah, the CSA doesn't want to be burning tickets. I understand the flag recovery, but you got to know there's so much Union presence here that you can allow it, and you got all 4 CSA groups. So the CSA is going to have to come out of spawn more quickly than they did last time. I mean, my rule of thumb is you want the defenders in last stand with at least 3 minutes. Kind of depends on your flag situation, but I would say that we tend to win far more often when there's less than 3 minutes as the defenders in last stand than when we have to hold the point for more than 3 minutes when we're in last stand. But again, the flag situation for the attackers matters. Can change that calculation a fair amount. If you always have to hike from spawn, then you need more time. But if you're constantly spawning on flag within 100 yards or so, 3 minutes should be plenty of time. But for the CSA, losing those flags that late is a big problem. I don't know what the Union is shooting at. It might be a couple of these randos, but the goal here really, we could put the CSA in the last in a little bit, or final push a little bit quicker, but I don't know what the point is. You're just telegraphing where you are, but I guess every little ticket helps. That's the thought. And maybe you're killing people who need to spawn on flag and then they have to come from spawn. Yeah, so it makes sense. But you've absolutely told the CSA where you are and where you are not. My guess would be the CSA's calculation is the next charge puts the Union in last stand. And so you probably want to push up. If you're going to do this in good order, you're going to put them in the last stand, you're going to have your flags up, and you're just going to keep respawning after that. And you're going to try to make it a hot shootout for a couple minutes, or a hot melee for even less, and you can just bleed them out at that point, and you have a... Well, now you have no advantage in that. It's 217, 217. You know, this group is the first to arrive. They decide that they're going to organize themselves on the front of the hill, but maybe that was just... Boy. But we have this other group putting influx fire on the Union. I don't know that they know how close it is, and the CSA is either inching up to shoot, or they're... Yeah, the Union either has to deal with this. I think it's probably too late. Looks like they're about to get run through. And that is the collapse of the Union left here. And not because of that, but in conjunction with that, they're likely going to go to last stand. Almost any casualty here, because the CSA is rolling down that left. If we can get through the shrubs, we'll show you. There they are. The gray and red clouds. It sounded like that was Nas. And, yeah, as long as the CSA can get up and keep up a couple of flags, steady pressure on point is absolutely going to help. There's still a lot of people to kill through, right? It's 200 and something odd people you have to kill through rather than like 100 people in smaller server sizes. That is a big old blue wave, and I'm guessing that their strat is to try to wipe the CSA's flags, force them to spawn main, and then just I guess kill them before they come back to the point. And with 3.5 minutes, I gotta imagine that final push doesn't feel like it matters too much to the CSA. We're about to find out if it actually causes any loss on the black timer. Is that those more CSA flags? Or is that just the Union knowing that they can't pick theirs up? That looks like a Union one. That's a Union one. That's a CSA one.
To right, to the point. Let's go.
Right, so it doesn't look like anything changed on final push.
Let's go.
And so it's just about the CSA regulating the aggression so that you have enough people to push in and deal some casualties, but not... that you're not waiting so long that the Union just burns out the black timer. Are we missing? We must have 2 CSA officers who are dead. And spawning. I don't know about this, man. I understand the idea of a delaying attack, but this ain't it, man. You'd be better off sitting back there reloading. I understand that formation doesn't matter. I'm not criticizing him for that, but the delaying attack, you spent time running when you could have been reloading and shooting and forcing them to run to you rather than giving all that away for free. The CSA actually with 2 minutes has plenty of time. There's one flag there. There's 2 more that are coming in. And as long as you can start those spawn waves, those officers need to move up without their men. With about 60 seconds left, you should be absolutely fine. The Union's, I think, pretty low on health at this point. I mean, if this is it, we'll take a scan around and see if there's more. There really isn't more than this. So I think this is their last. Well, you know. There's the gray clads using the deflating rocks to get up close. And the CSA already has the cap weight advantage, so at this point I think they could probably just hold there. Unless there's like some giant Union group. Is that slow-mo? That is slow-mo, which means we are done. That one was certainly closer. And that did not feel like a map where it should have been closer. So the difference in all the little factors that determine the outcome of a war of rights seem to decrease between the Union and the CSA on that round. A surprisingly close round in the end, and a fun one to cast. So take a look at the casualty. I mean, the Union's just, this might be the buck and ball. I mean, it's hard to believe that buck and ball is causing all of that. But yeah, the defenders are taking more casualties. Okay, out of lines and skirmishing are about even. And on this kind of map, you kind of understand why. And cap recap kept the Union around a little bit longer, but not long enough. Evidently not long enough. They needed, it says a minute and 16 seconds. They probably need about 2 or 3 more minutes to try to get a W on that one. But yeah, well done to both sides. That was a fun one.